Welcome to Commander Tilt. On this channel, I build focused, interesting commander decks, and then I play the decks against themselves in hopes of determining which deck is the best. On this episode, it is the semifinals. Now, this is not the first competition I have run, but it is the first one I have videoed, and it's the first one I've put together for YouTube. So this is the first semifinal for the competition. In this battle, we have Jodah, Archmage Eternal, versus Thantis, the Warweaver. When I went to play this battle, I really didn't know which deck would win. You know, Jodah has the tendency to drop really big bombs and big spells, but Thantis forces everybody to attack, which means perhaps Thantis would force Jodah to attack and then, of course, kill Jodah, disabling Jodah's ability to cast those big spells. So it was really a challenge, like which is going to come out on top, the secretly offensive deck or the big giant bomb deck. We shall see. Please remember to like and subscribe. I'd like to add another quick note right here. For this episode, I decided to use the unstable full art lands whenever I displayed a player dropping a land for turn. Now, I don't have decks filled up with the unstable full art lands, but I just thought, you know, a plains is a plains is a plains, doesn't really matter, and I really love the unstable full art lands. I think they are the best and most beautiful lands in all of Magic. So in future episodes, I think I will continue to use these full art lands. To note also, Jodah's lands are all full art, but they tend to kind of blend together a little bit, and I'm not sure why, but in the camera view, I was having a hard time telling which one was which, and I think it's because of that lands I selected. Maybe someday when I'm rich, I'll be able to afford a full play set of the unstable full art lands, but in the meantime, because this is a video and I didn't have to pay any money for the images, that's why I've selected to use these images, so I hope you enjoy the video.
When it came time to record this battle, first I went to Fumika the Low-Blooded. She declared she was not up to the challenge because she was in the first battle and she got knocked on the noggin quite hard. I told the lass, it's not a big deal, you can surely fight through the pain, but she refused. Next, I went to Philip, that wretched little elf. The Weenie said he would do the battle, but when it came time to pay the piper, he declared he was too afraid. I told him, this is war, we cannot be afraid. And he would have told me, he said, I just want to be a weatherman. Please, Krish, please, let me be. I do not want to do it. So here I am again, once again narrating the battle. Nothing can stop me. I am Krish, the blood-breeded. To victory!
Here's the opening hands. Thantis drew Marchese's Decree, Open the Gates, Lull, Foul Orchard, Swamp, and 2 forests. Jodah drew Tranquil Thicket, Farseek, Traveler's Amulet, Karn's Temporal Sundering, 2 forests, and a mountain. Thantis won the die roll. Let's get started.
Alright, here we go. From a draw, I get the card Haze of Pullen. Next, I shall throw down my land for town, which is a forest. I'll tap the forest, or open the gates. Next, I'll search me up a cruel guild gate and pass the turn.
This is Jodah. My draw is a mountain. Now, I'm so excited for this battle. I'm going to throw down a forest, then I'm going to tap it for a Traveler's Amulet. That is an epic play, and then I'm passing the turn.
My draw is Harmonize. Next, I'm going to throw down the Foul Orchard and pass the turn.
Alright, now, I got me Autochthon Worm. Dude, this guy is so epic. I'm putting down a mountain. I'm gonna sacrifice that Traveler's Amulet to get me a plains.
First, I'll untap. My draw's a forest. For my land for town, I'll drop a ghoul guild gate. Next, with nothing else to do, I'll pass the turn.
Untap. Got me Fork in the Road. That's a pretty cool spell. Now, I'm gonna tap 2 mana. I'm gonna play the spell Farseek. Farseek lets me search up an island. I'll drop the island, and then I'll play the plains for my land for turn. Now, almost tapped out, so I'll pass the turn.
pass the shell untap. And draw for turn is a jungle hollow. Gonna tap all my mana. Let's spell Marchese's Decree. This spell gives me the monarchy, which allows me to draw a card for being the monarch, which I get to bedevil. I shall pass the turn.
Thantis gets to be the monarch? Ooh, that makes my blood boil. Well, I got me a forest. That's exciting. I'm gonna go ahead and throw down Fork in the Road. Search me up a couple lands. Forest, you're going into the Great Rip? What does Rip mean? Maybe it means it's going to the beach. I'm sending the forest to the beach. That's exciting. I'll pass the turn.
First I shall untap. My draw for the turn is a swamp. I'll put down the swamp. Next I shall tap my mana for Harmonize, drawing 3 cards. The 3 cards I get are Desert of the Indomitable, Swamp, and Snake Umbra. I'll pass the turn.
First I'm gonna untap. My draw for turn is the Primordial Sage. That dude is awesome, man. Now throw me down a mountains, and this is gonna be epic. Are you ready for this? It is Jodah! I'll pass the turn.
Alright, I'm gonna untap for my turn. Next I'm gonna draw a card. Get the card Recollect. Not a bad card if you ask me. Next I'm gonna tap all my mana, including the forest I just dropped, to get out Thantis the War Weaver. And I shall pass the turn.
Alright, I'm gonna untap. Take a look at my draw. The next spell I got, Grixis Panorama. That's pretty cool. I'll drop that one down. Now, let me think about this. I've got Hoober down. Green, blue, white, black, yellow or something. I'm gonna throw down that Autochthon Worm. Look at that, I played Hoober for this big giant 914 beater. Moving to combat, Thantis says I have to attack, so I'm attacking.
Shall declare Thantis as the blocker.
Nuts, I forgot, he's got reach. Well, I'm heading back to my man cave, and I'll pass the turn.
On my turn I shall draw Transguild Promenade. On tapping, I'll throw in a swamp from my land for turn. Move into combat. I'll attack with Thantis the War Weaver.
I'll go ahead and block with my giant worm.
Next I'll tap 2 mana for the spell Lull. This means we must disregard all combat damage. I'll pass the turn, and I'll draw for the end step, getting Harrow because of the Monarchy trigger.
On end step, I'm gonna sacrifice the Grixis Panorama and search me up a swamp. Now, my draw is Conflux. Ooh, that card is spicy. I'm gonna throw down a forest. Then, I'm gonna go ahead and tap 1 mana and cycle Tranquil Thicket, getting me an island for my draw. Now, moving to combat, I'm swinging with my beast. Here comes the Autochthon Worm. What in the what? The mess?
I'm gonna tap 3 mana for the
That
devil.
befuddles me. I'm passing the turn.
A clever move on my part. Got to destroy that gigantic worm for just a few mana. Draw for turn is a revive. Next I shall tap a couple mana for the Snake Umbra. And attach it to Thantis, of course, which gives it a +1/+1 and lets me draw a card whenever it does damage. Move into combat, I attack, allowing me to draw the card first. Then, the Monarchy trigger allows me to draw another card, which is another forest. Then I shall pass the
That
turn.
monarchy's making me mad. Okay, I'm gonna draw an island. Now, I'm gonna throw that island down. Let me think about this. I'll move to combat. Now, my second main phase, I'm gonna go ahead and tap the mana and the commander tax for Jodah! This is gonna be epic! You have no idea, I've got a plan. Passing the turn.
First I shall untap. My draw turn is the card Snag. Another fog effect for me. Next I'll pay 3 mana for Harrow. I'll throw a swamp into the graveyard and draw 2 more forests. Move into
I
combat,
shall
I'll swing
choose not to
Thantis.
block.
The Snake Umbra trigger allows me to draw Root Snare. Then, the Mortgage trigger allows me to draw a swamp. I have to discard the hand size, discarding Desert of the Indomitable in the Transguild Promenade, and I'll pass the turn.
Alright, I'm gonna untap. Take a look at my mana here. I for sure got one Hooberg. I'm gonna draw. I got In Garrick's Wake. Now, you might think that would be a good play right now, but you'd be wrong. I'm throwing Conflux down. Paying Hooberg for this spell. This is gonna be a beating. I can tell. I picked out Plains, Phyrexian and Jester for Black Brilliant Ultimatum, Violent Ultimatum, and Dual Cast. I play the Plains from my land for turn, and that gives me Hooberg to play the Phyrexian and Jester, eating up Thantis. So take that, Thantis. Now I got me an 11/11 beater on the board. Moving to combat, you'll never guess, I'm gonna swing with Jodah. This gives me the Monarchy. I am the king! For my Monarchy trigger, I'll draw a card. I get Jun Panorama. Then, heading to the beach, Forest. Heading to the beach, Primordial Sage.
That's the short tap. The drop the turn. He's a Rupture Spire. I'm a little bit mana flooded right now. Throw in a forest and I consider throwing down Thantis, but I am concerned. It means I'd force his entire army to attack me, and I'm not sure I want that. I'll pass the turn.
Okay, I'm gonna untap. My draw is a Stinkweed Imp. That little dude, he's pretty feisty. I'm gonna throw this Jun Panorama. Well, no, wait a second. The land comes into play tapped. I'm gonna redact that, just kidding. I got an idea. I sure need to play this dual cast. I know I don't have 2 red mana. I'm gonna pay Hooberg for dual cast, and then I'm gonna play Hooberg for Brilliant Ultimatum. That lets me double cast Brilliant Ultimatum. Take a look at this mega play. I got 5 cards and he's got a pick, and then I got 5 more cards and he's got a pick. Then I pick one of the piles and I get to play him free. This is so righteous. Out of the first batch, I take the 3. Oh, I get Caustic Caterpillar, I get Etched Monstrosity, and the Darksteel Ingot. Now he's got to divide up the other 3 cards. Which way will he go? Now he surely is up the creek without a paddle. I'm gonna take him down so quickly, you're gonna think he was a leprechaun on Valentine's Day. Alright, that looks like a good pile. I'm gonna take the bigger one. I get Archetype of Imagination, I get the Forest, and I get the Shielding Plaques. Of course, I'm gonna drop that Shielding Plaques on Jodah, protect me. I gotta be protected. Then I'm gonna drop that Archetype of Imagination. You know, right here, I think I did forget to draw the card for Shielding Plaques, but that's okay. I played 10 mana and got a Forest and 18 mana worth of spells. Moving to combat, I'm gonna swing with the Phyrexian and Jester and Jodah.
Right here, I'm gonna pay the mana for Root Snare.
Oh man, Root Snare? God, dog it. I'm gonna sacrifice the Caustic Caterpillar and destroy that Marchesa's Decree. Then I'm gonna pass the turn. Oh, I remember, on end step, I get to draw a card and I get take possession, because I'm the king!
At first, I'm gonna untap. The draw for turn is Grave Betrayal. Not gonna help me much if I can't get any of his creatures destroyed. I'll throw in a swamp for my land for turn. I'll pass the turn.
Alright, I'm gonna untap. Take a look at my situation here. It's looking more promising. My draw is Slippery Karst. That Karst sure is slippery. Now, what can I do with all this mana? I know. I'll take them -5 counters off the Etched Monstrosity, make that guy a beater. A 10/10 is nothing to sneeze at. Pretty righteous play if you ask me. I didn't draw my 3 cards. I don't need them. I am too awesome at magic. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and cycle that Slippery Karst and draw the Hand of Emrakul. Take a look at this. I'll spend Hooberg on the Hand of Emrakul and I got me a monster army. I'm swinging in with the team.
This decision seems mighty simple. Just gonna pay for Haze of Bullen.
Got to be kidding me. I'll pass the turn.
pass the show on tap and draw the other world at Atlas. I'm gonna pay the mana for Recollect, picking up the haze and pulling back into me hand. Then I shall pass the turn.
Alright, I'm gonna untap my land, I'm gonna untap all of these creatures, and I've got me an awesome plan. He can't have too many more fogs. I'll drop the Jun Panorama. Then I'm gonna go ahead and sacrifice the Jun Panorama, overpaying for it. I am not gonna be beat at this game. Now, search me up a mountain and throw it down. Mountains are my jam. I'm gonna play Violent Ultimatum. Now, I know he's got a bunch of green mana and a bunch of fogs, so I'm gonna blow up all of his forests. Bam forest, bam forest, bam forest. All them forests going to the beach, because that's where they go. Alright, now I'm gonna move to combat, and I'm gonna swing with the team. Hand of Emrakul, Archetype of Imagination, Extra Monstrosity.
Of course I've got no blockers, but I can pay the mana for Haze of
What?
Pulling.
Unbelievable!
I remember the Annihilated trigger on the Hand of Emrakul, and I go ahead and sacrifice a swamp. My draw for turn is Commencement of Festivities. I shall pass the turn.
Alright, I'm gonna untap my team. I'm gonna take a look at my draw. Probably not gonna help me much. Reliquary Tower, hardly need it right now. Let's see, what should I do? Drop an island? Sounds like a good plan to me. Now, moving to combat, swing with the team. Everybody coming at you.
I'm going to spend 2 mana on Commencement of
Serious?
Festivities.
Another fog? That's okay. I've still got 2 Hoobergs left. I'm gonna tap Hooberg for Karn's Temporal Sundering. I'm gonna sacrifice that Dark Steel Ingot to the trigger, and I get me a whole nother turn.
I'm going to sacrifice a
Now,
swamp to the Annihilated
I'll go ahead
trigger.
and draw for my new extra turn. Aha, you didn't know I could do that. Extra turns. Wahaha.
You've
Got
got
me
to
a
be kidding
forest for
me.
my draw. Go ahead and play that forest. I'm gonna tap Hooberg for take possession, and I'm gonna steal one of his forests. That is my forest now. Ooh, look at this forest. It is so cool. It's gonna help me so much. Moving to combat, I'll swing with everything.
I'm going to tap 2 mana for... Oh my goodness, I just realised I don't have any more fogs in my hand.
Any more fogs? Here we go. I'm gonna start counting up all this damage. I got 9 on the Hand of Emrakul, and 3 on the Archetype of Imagination, and 11 from the Phyrexian and Jester, 4 from Jodah, 10 from the Etched Monstrosity. That's 35 damage at your face.
It's unbelievable. Cannot believe this.
If only it had been a little more, this game would have been over. I'll pass the turn.
Right, I'm going to untap. And draw this Cathartic Reunion. Looking over my plan, I don't think there's anything that's going to save me in a scoop.
There we go, the first semi-final battle is in the books. Jodah has defeated Thantis the Warweaver, and we'll move on to the finals. The next battle will be Feather the Redeemed versus Shirei Shizo's Caretaker, and the winner of that battle will be in the finals, and then we will have a victor for the first Tilt match. I'd like to mention at this time I've already started working on the next Tilt tournament. I've got 8 really cool decks that I'm going to show off, and I had plans in the works for the one after that as well. I'm really excited about this channel, and I've been working really hard on it. Thus far, as of the recording of this, I have very few watchers, and 0 Patreons have still signed up for my Patreon page, so I would strongly recommend you sign up for the Patreon page. It would really help me out a lot. Thank you so much. Please remember to like and subscribe. Turn on that little bell notification so you can see when my next video comes out. I sure appreciate it. You have a great day. Hey Crash, I got a joke for you. Instead of the John, I call my toilet the gym. That way it sounds better when I say I go to the gym first thing in the morning.
Well, Jodah, I'll top your joke with another one. Dougal was a typical Scot. His wife Janet had just died, and he wanted to place the least expensive death notice he could think of. He went to the newspaper office and wrote an acknowledgement. Jarrett died, the clerk explained that there was a minimum charge and he could have 5 words. Dougal added 3 more words. Janet died. Toyota for sale.